swinging a drive, right field and deep. Back goes Aquino. It's got a chance. Gone. Get out the tape measure. Long gone.
Fly the W!
Cubs fans, it's time to fly the W with Dustin Rhodes and Paul Crawley-Jean.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Crawley live with the founder of Club 400, Stu McVicar. Stu, how you doing, buddy?
Crawley, thanks for having me on tonight, man. I appreciate it.
I'm excited. You know, I got to ask you, Stu, it's been so bizarre, these Cubs. I have no idea why they can go to the Dodgers, of all places, and score 16 runs in 2 games. But they play at Wrigley and they can only score 2 runs in 3 games. You know what I mean? It's just like confounding to see how many people, just how this team plays on the road versus at home. It's a weird one, you know?
Yeah, baseball, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And, you know, you can look at all the crazy numbers and, yeah, there's no explanation for it. That's the great thing about baseball. Nothing makes sense, really. And, you know, it's amazing like that. I mean, to go to LA and just, you know, and the Cubs are obviously pretty much out of it, but you know, it shows that obviously Council still, these guys are still playing, man, and they still got a chance, obviously. But now they're you know, anytime you can hurt the Dodgers, Crawley, is a great thing.
I'm taking a look here. Our friend Steve shares out in Arizona. He said, "What's up, Crawley and Stu?"
Man, I can't wait to see you, Steve, down in Arizona in March, man. That's when it all starts. I feel like that's the beginning of the year for all of us.
And Eddie Cologne wearing the shirt, Stu. I'm sure you know what that means.
Yeah, I know that.
And then Lori says, "Hi, Stu." So we got some Club 400 regulars in here. So excited, guys. If you are watching, Steve, Eddie, Lori, anybody, share this on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it wherever. We want to get as many people involved in this conversation as possible. As a lot of you know, oh my God, it's Bill Watts. Bill, you can see the fly, the W sign right behind me. Fly the Wood sign is there. I know
I
he's
got a
working
sneak
hard.
preview, Crawley. I got a sneak preview tonight of Bill's latest Sammy Sosa sign, and like every sign he's done, it's amazing. I mean, the problem I have with it is I want it. That's the only problem I have with it.
100%. And that's the thing is with the Bill Watts signs, you don't have enough wall space too. I mean, when you looked at both of those Sandberg pieces, which, you know, are just amazing. And that was done with obvious shirts. I think there might be a couple left through obvious shirts. I'd be surprised if there were. But just the artwork is incredible. I see my CubsCon roomie, Dave Arnold, saying, "Let's go."
Dave, I was going to call you today. I'm working on working on the music trivia with Dave. He's been our host with the most the last few years. And we're doing that again in November. I don't know if you knew that, Crawley, but we're working on a location right now.
All right. I'm going to try to get like an all-star team assembled, but you know, we did a video recently announcing the big announcement of Sammy Sosa coming back to Club 400. But I think the reason that people have to understand why this is so important and meaningful to you is that we just passed the 10-year anniversary of the opening of Club 400, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. On August 27th, we celebrated 10 years of Club 400. And as I said in the live video, it was going to pretty much just go unnoticed, undetected until Sammy told me that he wanted to come out and be a part of it and raise money for Cub fans. And like I have told everybody, the fact that Sammy Sosa is coming out here for $0.00 has an amazing opportunity, gives us the amazing opportunity to raise a whole lot of money to make differences in Cub fans' life. I want to let everybody know that this isn't about Club 400. This surely isn't about me. This is about the family of Cub fans. And I want to let everybody know, we just wrote up our sponsorships today. This is what they call an open book event, meaning that all expenses, everything will be shared. Because our goal, Crawley, is obviously to break the record, break our personal goal of $1 million, which we will be doing on that night. But to raise as much money as possible, to give away as much money as possible to Cub fans and Cubs-related charities. And that's simply the goal. And I worked this party. I'll give up my house for this, like I have the last 10 years, and I don't want a dollar. You know, I really want to cement the first 10 years of Club 400 with my favorite player of all time being here, coming for free. Like I said, Tom Ricketts, Ryan Dempster, and a few others have come for free. But, you know, when you have someone willing to come for free, you're basically, the sky's the limit on how much you can raise. And now Sammy trusted me to throw this party to help people, to help Cub fans. And Carly, I've been up late every single night. I won't sleep much until the 28th, because I want to tell everybody out there, first of all, if you've never been to a Club 400 party, this is probably the last big backyard bash. And I promise you, it will be the best party I've ever had in my entire life, because frankly, I told you guys in the first video that we're taking Club 400 out of Club 400. And I surely want my party, this final Club 400 party, this final of the house version. The goal was $1 million out of the house, Crawley, and that's money given away. We have raised way more. There's more money that came in this house than $851,000, but I count the money actually given away. Now, if I did it different way, we could have celebrated a long time ago. All the stuff that I gave to other charities that they made, money from, I haven't included that in our total. So we're probably well over $1 million already. But I want everybody to know that when I set the goal of $1 million, we're going to do it right, the right way. And I'll tell you what, man, it's been 10 years. And I'll tell you what, I want to thank all the fans out there, because without the fans, this organization doesn't exist. The fans have run Club 400, and we have not got the big corporate sponsors. We have not gotten some media to pay attention to us, and that's fine. That's fine. They have their reasons, but honestly, I love them all. And this is just going to be one big party, like I said, to help as many Cub fans as possible, man. And we have this opportunity, and we have this one shot, and I plan on taking this shot, and I plan on doing the best I possibly can with my team on September 28th.
Now, if people did miss the previous video, they can go to the Club 400 YouTube page. But here is what Sammy said specifically, and we put it in the video last time.
Sammy Sosa. I'm looking forward to come to the Club 400 on Saturday, September 28th, to give back to the best fans in the whole world, Chicago Cubs fans. See you there, fellas.
All right. We had the hard kiss. We have everything. So Sammy said it. So Saturday, September 28th. Stu, can you tell people what time the party's going to be going from?
We've changed some things. And I got to tell you guys, everything's been really tight as far as schedule. Like, we just wrote up the sponsorships today. If you're interested in the sponsorship, you can reach out to me through Stu at club400cubs.com, or you can call me at 331-588-0084. But yeah, we changed things around this year. We're having the VIP early. So we're not going to do it at the end event. We're doing it at the very beginning of the event. So the party for the VIP starts at 4:30. General admission goes from 5:30 to 9:30. Like I said, it's going to be a night you won't forget. I promise you that.
And for people, you talked a little bit earlier about the backyard bash, the last backyard bash, some of those things. Looks like Matt Kammerer is coming the 28th. But when we talk about the backyard bash, right? When we talk about the backyard bash, for people that don't know, you come to Club 400 and you go outside, and there's this just tents everywhere, and you can go into Club 400 and take a look at all the memorabilia you've collected and you've been displaying for 10 years now. And it's just, there's a lot of fun that's going on. It's not, it's memorabilia, but there's also music. You guys got bands.
Oh yeah. Mostly, honestly, Crowley, we set up like a festival, and we use the backyard has most of the festival. And, Club 400 is open most of the time. Obviously, when we're doing the autograph and the pictures, we let groups come in. This event is going to be very structured. I've been doing these events for 10 years, and every event we seem to get better and better on structure, because, we learn off our mistakes in the past. I always say, if you don't learn off your mistakes in the past, what are you still moving forward for? So I always try to improve the experience and give the fans the most unique experience ever. So yeah, you're going to go outside, and you're going to be, a lot of action out there, because we want most of the action to take place outside, because during the autograph and the pictures, you're not going to be allowed in the basement. So we keep all the entertainment out there. We have people that sell stuff. We have our Club 400 merch tent. I'll give you some details that we didn't have earlier, but yeah, we have a band. Oh, obviously, do you have the video queued up by our host, Justin Roman, or no?
No, I don't have that video.
Okay.
No, what?
Well, I just want to tell the fans, man, I picked Justin Roman, first of all, because he's kind of like, first of all, he's a remarkable person, and he's my season ticket holder partner but Justin has always been so kind to me, and he's a fan too. He's a diehard Sammy fan. But I love what he does. I love what him and Kenzie are doing in Chicago, and those are like the people I want to work with, man. Like these young people that want to work hard and want to kick ass. And like, I'm so happy to get Justin Roman, a diehard Sammy Sosa fan, to MC this event. He was honestly our second choice, but I only say that because Jared Payton was our first. So that tells you how much I really wanted him to be here, So, but Jared couldn't be here. We love Jared, and Sammy has a special relationship with him. So it was just due to the logistics. So I'm really happy that he's our host, man. Justin Roman, he's the best. MVP game. And Carly, he had us on the MVP game. I don't want to tell you what happened during the MVP game because we all kind of know. All right.
Yeah. That one still gets me to this day, but I digress. Now, when we're looking at this, for people that don't know, the music's outside, like you said, different vendors, very festival-like. And so while everything's kind of going outside and people are mingling and having drinks and listening to great music, there will be groups of people that will be going inside to get pictures with Sammy Sosa, and the pictures in front of this awesome Cubs sign. And what'll end up happening then is you get your pictures, and then later on we do autographs, and what an opportunity for people to get these Sammy pieces done. Sammy just did his first public signing last year in springtime when I was at Arizona, but he's going to be doing a signing. So if you have those awesome Sammy pieces, and I know I have one. It's actually pretty cool. It's the Sammy Sosa flag that I wanted to get signed. But if you have some of those cool pieces, this is a time to get it done. And Sammy's made it pretty clear that he wants to interact with the fans. He doesn't want to be kept away from the fans. He doesn't want to push fans away. He wants to talk to fans and see what's going on.
Crowley, you're 100% right. And I want to tell all the listeners or potential ticket buyers out here, the fact that he was willing to come out here for free was amazing. But Sammy came to me. For the last 10 years, I've requested 3 hours per player. That's what we kind of need to do what we got done. Sammy told me that 3 hours wasn't good enough. He wants 4 hours because he said he wants to interact with the people as they come through the line. Sammy, if you went to the show in March at the Chicago Sports Spectacular, as you know, Mitch runs that show. He's an outstanding guy. Does a lot of great things for everybody out here in Chicago, brings all these great athletes into town. But Sammy was remarkable at the show to everyone. And I actually personally went to the dinner. I got luckily invited. If you remember, the dinner was like $1,500. I'm telling you what, man, it was the best $1,500 I ever spent, because at the end of the day, I am a fan too, Crowley, and just to see Sammy in action and to see him really talk to the fans so openly and really encourage people to ask questions. Took multiple pictures with him. Like, he went out of his way to make sure that you felt special. And I'll tell you, everybody asked me what makes the best Club for 100 parties. The best guests are the ones that want to be here. And I can clearly tell you that Sammy Sosa wants to be here.
And he's not the only one that wants to be here. Take a look at the newest guest for the Sosa party.
Hi, I'm Fergie Jenkins. Looking forward to coming out to Club 400 for their 10th anniversary Saturday, September 28th, and helping you achieve your goal of raising $1 million for Cub fans.
So Fergie Jenkins, and he's a guy, Stu, that really gets what it's all about. He's been to Club 400 numerous times, so I doubt you had to twist arms to get Fergie out here.
I'll tell you what, I met, the greatest thing about Club 400, obviously, is the community that we've built. Obviously, getting to know the players behind the uniform. I've had a really good relationship with Fergie, and, he's been involved with our fantasy camps. He was our first guest we've ever had after Kerry Wood. He was our first guest. I remember one time, I got to tell this story. It's classic. We had Fergie Jenkins. We didn't know him that much at that point in time, just like a normal fan would. But, I picked him up from the airport, and we went out to lunch at the golf course, and we just had a wonderful lunch. And then we had a wonderful evening that night. And then I was going to bring him back to the airport, and we went to the restaurant. And he really took a liking to my brother Eric. He said, "Where's Eric at?" I said, "Oh, he stayed up a little late for you. He's not going to make it." So Fergie actually said, "Well, let's go bring him some pancakes." And this is one of the cool Club 400 stories. I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "I want to bring pancakes to your brother." I go, "You got to be kidding me." So we drove over to my brother's house. I popped the garage. Eric's sitting in his chair, like with the blanket on him. He's sleeping downstairs, and here's Fergie overlooking him with the pancakes. "Eric, why'd you miss breakfast? Here's some pancakes." I mean, Fergie
These are the
is
only.
what.
This is only the type of things that could happen at Club 400. It would not happen anywhere else.
No, I mean,
Now,
who thinks like Eric's sleeping on his couch and Fergie Jenkins walks in with pancakes? Are you kidding me?
so not only will Sammy Sosa be there, not only will Fergie Jenkins be here, but there's a new guest. So this doesn't end, people. How about this
Yeah.
one? Turk
Oh,
Wendell.
my guy Turk Wendell, and I'll tell you what, man, I've been wanting to get Turk Wendell at Club 400 for a very long time. When he pitched for the Cubs, we became friends when I was a fan, and I had really great interactions with Turk. He currently lives in Iowa. I want to thank Pro Promotions and Mark Childers helped me land him for this event, but that's a little personal thing for me too because I used to throw him licorice from the bleachers back in the day because he loved his licorice. As you know, he also was a guy who brushed his teeth in between innings. He was a different type of guy, but he actually went on and had a pretty decent career, Crawley. I think he went to the Mets after he was with the Cubs, correct?
Yeah, he signed a contract, $9,999.99. This is a pick of
Yeah,
Turk.
you're right. Yeah, right.
This is Turk right here. He would jump the lines, like you said. He would just kind of a crazy character, and he's got a great autograph. This is a baseball card, Turk Wendell autograph. Just
He's
awesome
fun.
looking picture, man.
And I'm gonna tell you what. So just so we're clear, Fergie's for the VIP only. Turk will sign for everybody too. He's gonna be roaming around, and we're hoping maybe add a few more players. But really, this is focused around Sammy and his career and a celebration of Sammy Sosa. And one more thing about Fergie, and I'll get off Fergie, but I think Fergie really wanted to come this because he really wanted to be a part of the 10th anniversary. Fergie has been a part of Club 400 from the very beginning to the very end. And I know Fergie's kind of putting his neck out for me, but he's doing it for me, and he's doing it for Cub fans. So I want you to know that it really has to do with Club 400 and Cub fans and our goal of raising $400,000 for the best fans of sports.
Now, a lot of people are wondering, okay, I've never been to Club 400. You guys are talking about it. Now, obviously, Sammy Sosa is just kind of completely different in this here. What are the prices going to look like for the Sammy Sosa party?
Well, Carl, I'm glad you asked me that today. We have a big state release tonight. We are dropping all tickets across the board, except for the standard 150 ticket, $50. And I want to let you know, this wasn't because of lack of ticket sales. This is because of feedback more than anything. And let me tell you something. I had a lot of struggle coming up with how I was going to put a cost on these tickets. And what I basically based it off on was the prices that he did in March. Because, Sammy's autograph is worth money, and I don't want to devalue what he's doing. And so I had to be smart about it. But what I basically did is I looked at those prices and tried to come up with a price that worked. But as you guys all know, even $400 or whatever is expensive for me. So I have to think about the fans and, how life is nowadays and how everything's is a little bit more expensive. So, I contacted all the ticket buyers, and there was a lot of them. And I let them know that we are reducing tickets by $50 across the board. And I will make sure that everybody who bought a ticket gets more than $50 in return, whether it be an autograph or whatever. They're going to get their money back. And I told them if they have any issues, they can call me and I will refund them any money. But the main thing is we have a community of like 80 Cub fans, probably, as you know, and a lot of those people, and let's face it, it's a lot of money, guys. $400, $350. So the 400 ticket is now $350. The 608 ticket is now $550, and the table went from $8,021 to $7,500. So like I said, guys, you got to remember too. The most important thing is there's no profit to be made on this party. All the money is going in the right place. And if you want to see the books, we'll show them to you.
So let's talk ticket prices, though. At the entry level, what is the ticket price for this?
Well, we
party?
wanted the fans to come and enjoy the event, so we did put some tickets for $150. They do not include autograph or photo, but you'll get to be a part of the party. The $400 ticket, and let's just go over kind of the party. Some things that we didn't talk about the other night. So yes, you're going to enter Club 400 with the $400 ticket. You're going to get to bring your own item or purchase an item outside that Sammy will sign for you. Okay, and then you get a picture with Sammy. We have a professional photographer. I advise you guys to forget about your cell phones. If you want to do your cell phones, but like, listen, there's so many people that don't look at the right camera. And here we paid a really nice photographer and they're looking at the dumb cell phone instead of the good camera. So whenever you come to any Club 400 party, make sure you pay attention to the main camera, because that's the picture you're going to frame, and not your cell phone picture that you're going to put on social media. That one, you could be looking in another direction, but the picture that you want to keep, the one you want in your office, the one you want displayed at your funeral, you want a really nice picture. You don't want to be looking like that, you know? And I got a lot of people looking like that, Crowley.
So as going over this, $150, you get to go to the party, you get to go to the Q&A, the food and drink is included, but no autograph, no photo.
Included. Old Style is jump back on, where they're a proud sponsor of Club 400. They'll be a part of this event. We also have White Claw be a part of this. Also, Mike's Hard Lemonade, similar to our last event. We got everybody on board. I want to tell, we got fresh cooked food by Billy T and Bubba 2. They've been doing our last few events, and there's like, we want to give you guys fresh food. We don't want to give you guys pizza. We want to have a really nice event where you can get a nice burger or brat and drink a cola Old Style. Or, you know, we tried to get Club 400 back here, and unfortunately for the party, Crystal Lake Brewery is going to work with me on that. But we expect to release another batch of Crystal Lake Brewery maybe next year for our big party when we celebrate raising the $1 million. But you also get we have music from Red Pop Fury. They're a band out in Chicago. We have a great following. And like you said before, we got a lot of beautiful silent and live auction items, one-of-a-kind items that you can get here. And everything is going to go right to the right place. So if you want to donate any raffle items, let me know. You can contact me. And if you want to even tell me who you want to give that money to, we'll make sure it ends up in the right place. So
and then
you get the autograph, the picture, the Q&A, the food, the drink, and all that good stuff for $400. Bring your own item, no restrictions. So it's a really good deal. But you only can get one autograph. The $550 ticket that we talked about earlier includes everything I just told you about, but includes the extra hour of the party, 4:30. I cannot guarantee that Sammy's going to be there, but I'm pretty sure that he will be there. That Fergie Jenkins will be there. Turk Wendell will be there, and you'll have 1 hour with 75 people in a room. If you can scratch out that money, I would do it. I'm trying to work out maybe a photo opportunity, a one-of-a-kind photo opportunity with 2 of the 3 guys I mentioned, and that would be a sick-ass picture, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. So people know 3 levels of prices. $150 just to kind of go in, be part of the party, Q&A. You got the $400 ticket, which gets you the party, the Q&A, plus the photo, plus the autograph. And then you have the VIP tickets. And how much were those?
The VIP are $550, but it also includes an inscription. So if you want, like, 98 MVP or whatever, 3-4 word inscription, we'll do that for you too. That's why you're paying a little bit extra, because like in the autograph industry, inscriptions cost extra money.
So if you want an inscription, make sure you get the VIP ticket. That includes everything: the early entry into the party, the one-on-one time with Fergie, and then the inscription on the item. And so if people want to get tickets, where do they go to get the tickets?
Club400cubs.com right now. The prices have been dropped, reduced to it. When I originally had this is kind of pricing I was going to go, but I figured we'll start a little high and see, we'll start at this level, and then I can always drop, but I don't want to go higher. But I do want to let you guys know, it's important that you know that we are going to sell out, because we put these sponsorships packages, and we just got a sponsor earlier today. And whenever we get sponsors, they take tickets away, because the deal I have with Sammy is 300 tickets. That includes tables and everything else. And I just want to let you know we are selling tables, and you'll get first in line privileges along with everything we talked about. You'll also get a special gift for the leader of the group. You're going to get 10 Sammy Sosa limited edition Chicago Fire Department, Chicago Police Department pictures, 1 for each one in your group. You're going to get full liquor bar access with a bartender, and you're going to get 2 pizzas delivered right in time for the Q&A for $7,500. Carly, if you divide that by 10, that's not a bad price.
So if you want to get tickets, all you have to do is go to club400cubs.com. That's club400cubs.com. And the tickets are on sale right now, correct?
Tickets are on sale right now, and we will sell out. There's no doubt about that. And I want to make sure that everyone knows, me dropping the tickets was for the Cubs community and for the Cub fans more than it was anything to do with our ticket sales. Because one thing I've always wanted to do, Crawley, is give back to the fans of the Chicago Cubs. And, you know, obviously I've proven that the last 10 years. And, like, coming out with a ticket, like, you know, I like $150 tickets, Crawley. You know, I don't like big expensive tickets. So we had to figure out the best strategy, and I think this is it. This is the one we're going to stick with, and we hope to see you guys out. If you're a Sammy Sosa a fan, this is the event you fly out for. This is the event you come out, because there's no one going to do it like this. I can guarantee it, and it's going to be the best party at Club 400 I've ever had.
And I've dropped the link in the chat for our fans with the website page right there. So you can definitely go it. And then also happening tomorrow is an interesting raffle. I don't know how you picked this up, Stu. This is for those Cub fans that know, going back to the day, Jimmy and Ty's Wrigleyville Tap Food and Drink. This was the sign. Here's the old Facebook page that used to be hanging up there. I mean, this is a kind of piece, especially to me, like as a collector. If Sammy Sosa's coming, I see that I'm getting this thing tattooed all over the place. I'm going to get every great Cub signature on that, or I don't even know. Maybe I'd leave it alone just as is, because I think there's value because of the historic nature of that piece.
There is so much. Crawley, first of all, I want to be honest with you. A picker got that, not the American picker, but a picker got that. He told me, first of all, let's take away the history of it. But if you were to build that sign today, that's a $15,000 to $20,000 sign. That's minus the history, right? Let's talk about Wrigleyville Tap. Let's talk about that place. It has so much history in it. And since it was Wrigleyville Tap, it became Fuel and then Full Shilling. And now it's Billy Goat Tavern. But the Bleacher Bum, where they originated, was that bar. We're talking about the yellow, I believe the yellow construction hats. Rob Castillo gave me one of those hats. That was the hangout. It also was the hangout of the Wild Bunch, which we talked about. And I wanted to share a couple cool things with you guys. The Wild Bunch is a part of me. It's a part of who I am. And I just wanted to share. I thought one day I would take over the Wild Bunch, but I came up with Club 400. But I got to show this because I found a few cool things about the Wild Bunch. And this was the original T-shirt of the Wild Bunch. This was before they came out. This was the original, right? If you ain't Cubs fan, you ain't shit. That was the original. It looks like a really old, obvious shirts, right? Maybe Joe can do this one. I don't know if he does that, but this is the one they gave to everybody that came out. So this is what we all wore when we went to different cities.
Nice.
And, I was like 12. I was like 16, 17 years old, and all these people wearing a shirt. But I did want to also tell you guys this, because this is very important to me. Joe Obvious from Obvious Shirts, by the way, asked to see this. This is the original We Got Wood t-shirt. I found this today, Crawley, because that's how we really put ourselves on the map. We came out with the We Got Wood t-shirt. This is the original shirt signed by Kerry Wood. I just wanted to show you because we're getting ready for the basement. I ran into some crazy stuff, but I wanted to include that for all the Wild Bunch members. I got Dorothy behind me. She's leaning up against me. But yeah, this is a big one for me, guys. This is it. We're going to take Club 400 to the streets after this. And like I said, I don't know anybody in America or anywhere has brought 60 to 70 players from their sports team and opened up their basement and through festivals like this. I feel like this is the end of an era, kind of. I'm not saying I'll never do it again, but I'll never do it like this in this nature, and it'll never be this big. It'll never be this badass. So if you want to see a part of really history, Cubs baseball history, I think we created 10 years of unbelievable. Just what we've done in the last 10 years is amazing, and it's because of the great fans that we've had that come through our doors. And at the end of the day, Crawley, I did this for the fans. I work really hard to pull these events together. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in it, and I hope when you come, it shows. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for you guys, and I really want as much support as I can get on this, guys, because the more money we raise, the more money we show the Chicago Cubs. Like we want to bring Sammy back. We want him in Wrigley Field. He deserves to be there, and that's the whole goal. Get Sammy back in Chicago and put smiles on people's faces. And for all the people that don't like Sammy Sosa, I mean, give me a break. That was a long time ago. Life's changed. Life moves on. And you know what? he's going to make a lot of people happy, and he's going to come back and he's going to give back to the fans and give back to the city of Chicago. And really, that's all that matters. He has the right intention, and he really wants to give back to the team that really made him Sammy Sosa.
Well, Stu, we're going to take some questions from our audience right now. Robert Castillo's on here. He said Wrigley Tap was a great bar. I know he was very excited about that. I'm sure Robert's going to buy some tickets.
Now that sign, so, I mean, I know that I've been to Rob's house. He's a great friend of mine. He's been with me since, but he needs that sign. The problem is like, where you got to have room for that sign.
That is a big one. But, you know, I really
By the way, it's
appreciate.
very important. That sign, we're going to sell $100 raffle tickets, and it's going to be raffled off on September 28th. And Sammy Sosa, all the money is going to go to the Chicago Police and Chicago Fire Department. And right now, Betsy Shepard is working on Sammy Sosa going to the Chicago Police and the Chicago Fire, and we're going to give away a bunch of money to those guys, and it's going to be great. Sammy wants to give back to the police and fire, the people that protect Chicago. He asked me that, and potentially we got another stop we're going to make too. So, but like I said, all good-natured, all great stuff that's going on. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're trying to help people and improve people's lives and put smiles on people's faces.
So I thank everybody for tuning in. And if you have questions, you can contact Stu through his email or through the Club 400 public page, which is probably the best way to kind of get a hold of Stu.
Crowley, why don't we take like 3 quick questions and then real quick.
Hey, the questions are open. Everybody knows no questions right now. The main questions were pricing, which we've covered. So I think we're good right now, and we'll kind of let people, if they want, kind of add any questions. But
feel free to DM me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, and then like tomorrow, Jen's working on it right now. Jen's web, she's been an unbelievable help to me in the last few weeks. We just finalized the sponsorship packages, so we're going to be sending those out, and we're going to be posting them online too. Please share those with people that you know that love the Cubs. Because like if you're going to bring $5,000 in this party in one way, shape, or form, we're going to let you do a check presentation with Sammy Sosa on the stage. So if you have a charity, let's say that you know a company that gives Special Olympics $10,000 every year, and they haven't gave Special Olympics 10. Well, they can give it through us to Special Olympics, and they get 100% return. Except you get to come to the party and be a part of it. What we're trying to do is raise as much money as possible here at Club 400 on September 28th for the best fans in all sports.
I guess the last thing I would say, Stu, is I encourage anybody that watched tonight to make sure to share this to whatever sites, to your personal Facebook page. The more we get it out there, the better it's going to be. Stu, I appreciate everything that you're doing as far as I know how hard you're working for this Club 400 party. And like you said, if you're going to go out, let's go out with a bang.
And we are going to go out with a bang, guys. And we did this together, guys. We did it all together. We did it with no or little corporate help, very few sponsors. We did it because of hard work, determination, and we are Cub fans, man. And you know what? Like I told everybody out there, this is the end of the house era. But there's a whole nother era coming out, and it's coming to Chicago. And we're coming with attitude, and we're coming with a bunch of fire. And we're going to come out, and we're going to help the Chicagoland community, and we're going to be a big part of what goes on down there. And we're going to have a lot of events at a lot of bars, so we're looking forward to it.
Club 400, Cub fans helping Cub fans. Get your tickets today. Sammy Sosa.